players, Sean Dean talked about linebackers really haven't scored touchdowns. You got two. How much do you hold that over some of the other players on this team?
Oh, I mean, we don't really brag about it for real. Just when we're able to capitalize, on another side of the ball instead of offense, it feels good. So
You ever play offense in your life?
yeah, high school. Yeah, that was like my main position in high school. I played receiver, kick return, punt return, stuff like that.
You're pretty natural with the ball. The way you're. How do you describe your running style?
Um, like when I get the ball, I just turn to an offensive player. It's like all the things from high school and my little league. They just come back and play, and I just see things and try to make plays.
Did you try to play receiver here when you got here?
I wanted to. I wanted to at least give it a shot, but Coach Saban he ain't had it. So
You seem to have uncanny field vision. I mean, just being able to kind of see the whole entire field as you're setting up those blocks and the run backs. I mean, I think you at one point returned, I think, almost 33% of like any interception or punts that you'd for touchdowns. Can you talk about that?
I mean, we practice it on the field. Like when we catch an interception, everybody turns and block the nearest receiver. It's just just able to see things and make cuts and reads and just capitalize.
When you talk about some of the punt returns, Saban was talking about the decision-making process of to catch it, to field it, or run it back. I guess what goes through your mind? What checklist are you going through when you see a ball in the air?
This past weekend, I misjudged the ball a couple times, but I just got to be more aggressive, attacking the ball, and just get us good field position if I can't return it. Fair catch and don't let the ball bounce behind me. Those were one of the things he kept talking about.
You had one where I think you waited for it to bounce, and that was one of your bigger returns of the day. It bounced right in front of you, and then there were defenders all around you at that point. You still made like 33 yards, I think, on the return. Walk us through something like that when you're waiting on a bounce, got to time it right. A lot of other things happen.
I actually think if I would have attacked the ball, it would have been a touchdown or a bigger return. So, it just bounced and I just seen the cut left, and then I seen some of my teammates, and I thought Julio was gonna make the block, but the guy was turned. His back was facing, so he didn't want to clip it. So I tried to cut back and just try to make something happen.
Is the moment after an interception it's kind of like the same thing as the moment after a punt? Or after you return a punt, like when you're seeing the ball upfield, does it differ any?
Kinda, but not really. I know on the punt, I know guys coming down full speed at you, so you gotta, make the right read. If you're gonna return it, you can return it. But if you're not, you better call for a catch so somebody knocks your head off. And the interception return, everybody's running the opposite way while you're running, the other way. So I guess it's kind of different.
Is there a at all when you're looking up in the air, your footsteps coming at you in the punt?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said, you don't want nobody to take your head off, so you try to keep your eye on the ball and keep your eye on the defenders running down the field. But it's fun. You make big plays, but
Mark Barron said, this week that defenses in the NFL are less complicated than the defense that he saw at Alabama. What's so complicated about, the defense at Alabama, like some of the things that you have to learn, especially like with the pattern matching? And can you talk about that?
I can say the biggest thing is formation recognition. You got to recognize formation. Then when they motion, you in the whole nother defense. Now everything's switched. And it's just things like that. Full strong low and things like that. It's kind of complicated. And just you got to really pay attention and have your eyes in the right spot and focus.
Is that like the rip Liz thing that you guys do?
Yeah, like rip Liz, the buzz, where to come down, when to spin, when not to spin. And if you blitz from this side and motion change, you blitz from the other side. So it's kind of complicated. Yeah, definitely.
When you were being recruited, were you a little surprised that you weren't getting more attention than you did?
Not really, because I played like my senior year, so everything started coming in late. But when they came in, I was actually surprised that I got as many offers as I got, because being a one-year guy in high school, so I was kind of shocked.
How did Alabama kind of find you?
I'm not sure. I just know Coach Stalin started recruiting me before he left. He started recruiting. He used to always tell me, "Oh, you the diamond in the rough. You the diamond in the rough." And, play it out for the best.
Is being a diamond in the rough, does that kind of inspire you as you go along in your career?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Being an underdog. I've been an underdog my whole life, so people doubt. Just prove them wrong. That's one thing I'd like to do.
What have you seen out of Jeremy Sprinkle, the tight end at Arkansas?
He's versatile. He's a big guy. He has good hands and he can run smooth routes, and he's a good blocker. So we just really got to be on top and have our eyes in the right place.
Over the last few years, this defense has kind of made some changes to, obviously defend the fast pace, the fastball kind of offenses. What's different about facing a team more traditional like Arkansas, maybe like Alabama a few years ago?
I mean, it's just physical. You know, you will be in the trenches. You know, they gonna keep running the ball until you stop them, and you know they gonna throw the ball, but you can't start running. We keep running, so you just got to be physical and just hold your ground.
It's a challenge for a defensive back like yourself.
Yeah, I mean, just coming down, playing the box, and be ready to tackle and make plays.
Ted, how much has their offense evolved since when you first got here? How different is it now to that?
It's basically the same thing. You know, they still like I said, it's in the trenches often. They're gonna run the ball there through I formation, things like that, and being nickel. I mean, not well, barely a nickel, so they being a lot of green and silver. So, you know, safety's gonna be down in the box a lot this game.
Talk about Joshua Jacobs. He just play 100 yards, scoring a touchdown or two a game. How impressive has he been? So
I
far?
mean, that's very impressive. I mean, just to see a guy like him, you know, he did it in scrimmages over the summer. We used to say like, man, he's gonna be something special. Like he's a workhorse, man. And just happy for him. You know, watching guys like that, first year guys come in and make plays and watch them grow and get older and just see what they're becoming. It's a great feeling.
He's got really quick cut. I mean,
Yeah.
like when you're as a DB and you're kind of looking down on it, you know, how difficult is that sometimes to read that and make, you know, not get tripped up?
It's real difficult. You know, we do tackling drills on it. Don't stop your feet. When you stop your feet with a guy like that, he's gonna make you miss. You know, most of the time. So, like I say, he's a great guy. He's a great back, and he works hard. So it's paying off for him. I'm happy for him.
Thanks, Eddie.